Welcome to the Padaku Panda podcast. Today we're talking about Raj Comics. I am super excited, not just because of the topic, but also because we have two guests. Karthik, who is a good friend of the Pandas. He's an architect, a product designer, lots many things, and also an expert in pop culture and comics. Also, we have another guest. His name is Vishal. He runs a bookstore here and has grown up on Raj Comics. So watch us discuss, get excited and nerd out. So, you know what's super interesting about all of this? I remember as a kid, so of course, as a kid, right? I never had any understanding of Nagaraj's origin story. मुझे अभी पता चला उसका origin. All I knew Nagaraj is superhero.
Yeah.
Right? And as a kid, you don't really, like, now as an adult, I'm like, shit, okay, I'm looking for like questions like, okay, uska snake hai, microscopic snakes hai, he throws it. As a kid, I didn't give a fuck. It was just so cool.
Totally.
He's throwing snakes. Right, and he can freaking do all this stuff. It's like full power fantasy, right? In terms for like a child.
And like somehow they dealt with violence and gore and all of that without like making
a big
much
deal.
of a
Big
thing
deal.
around it. Like it was just कि हाँ मतलब
लोग मरते हैं.
मार दिया उसको.
हाँ,
हाथ काट दिया.
हाथ काट दिया. हाँ. But here's the thing, man. I think India's relationship with violence and gore is very different from the Western relationship. Like हमारे mythology में भी तो server कट जाता है. Like I mean, it's something we take as normal. So here's the thing. I feel the relationship with comic violence and fictional violence जो India का है versus West का है is very different. It is literally like you said कि हाँ हाथ वाथ कट के गिर गया वगैरह. Like it's a very okay thing. Like it's a thing.
And in a disclaimer saying our relationship was like that with like fictional and mythological characters. In case somebody
सिर्फ
gets an
सर
idea of
कटता
like,
नहीं है. अगर तीर से सर काटा है तो वो तीर सर को अपने ऊपर कैरी करके लेके जाता है.
हाँ, exactly.
That's a very important element of Indian mythology.
Yeah,
that it's not just like a simple cutting of the
But
head.
also like I feel like stuff like that exaggerated the violence enough for you to not internalize it
As
Or at
violence.
least, okay, for me to not have internalized it. I will not generalize. I am sure there is somebody going like मैं काटेगा इसका सर. But I am saying like you had enough room between what was mythological versus what happens around you to know that like this is kind of not real.
True, very true.
But that is exactly my point. Already हमारे Indian mythology में we know कि okay certain amount of violence is quote unquote not true, you know, लेकिन server कटता है. And I feel the same kind of thought process just translate directly into Raj Comics. Like they were very fast and loose with violence. Like people got dismembered all the time.
Yeah.
But that violence exactly like he said. It is like वो arrow पूरा सर लेके चले जाता है. वैसा ही violence है. Like there is that I remember the scene the key I think it was Yodha, one of the other heroes. He has this weapon that can turn into any weapon. He throws it at one character and the character just splits into 50 pieces. Right.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the way Indian artists render it कि हाँ बस वो कट गया. It is not like it's not. They didn't Tarantino it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't try to like
no
fountains of the universe.
Fountains of gushing blood. And,
they didn't. It's not realistic. We will not make it realistic, and we want to talk, and we are going to deal with violence, which was kind of like the fun part. Which is why also my parents never like wanted me to like get it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't think any like sensible parents would have wanted their kids to read this stuff.
That's the fun part, man.
That's the fun part. So all my like Raj comics are like have been read hidden inside the study book which I was supposed to be studying.
I got caught reading Nagaraj in class.
Oh yeah, that we might as well have been caught smoking, man. That's the equivalent.
It was weird. So I and like any like dumb kid in school, I would have it like here, and like I'd be reading like that, and then I sort of got a little too into it.
Yeah.
So in like I think it was maths or I can't even remember what it was. I was just like there the whole time. I was just going like that. So and, like she walked out.
No, totally, man. Like comics में भी ना हायरार्की थी. Like अच्छा ये बच्चा टिंटिन एस्ट्रिक्स पढ़ता है.
हाँ.
Like okay. ये बच्चा राज कॉमिक्स पढ़ता है. मतलब this guy is a goner. Like he's a gone case. इसको मारो.
अरे dude, but you're right. In a weird way, there was like this hierarchy. You're right. Or I would say a comic caste system, bro. Like this.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
ये लोग.
Yeah.
अरे
like चाचा चौधरी पढ़ो. Like for them it's like like that was
like halfway between Tintin and this.
Correct.
Exactly. So that's the only character they knew about. Like at least my parents.
कि तो full fancy होने का तो टिंटिन एस्ट्रिक्स वो सब ठीक है दैट उसके नीचे आता है टिंकल चाचा चौधरी एंड द लाइक उसके बाद टिंकल देन चाचा चौधरी एंड राज कॉमिक्स so you should not get you can't be found with
Totally.
Your classmate should not catch you with it at some point. Like it was like that. Ki, like, "Arey nahi, ye apna hai." And yeah, so there was this, like you had the crossovers and all that also in this thing, right? Like, so like Nagaraj's best friend is Dhruv.
correct super commando Dhruv
And then they had like Doga come into the Dhruv.
अरे so यहाँ पे I like how the character by the way नागराज का alter ego क्या था who was he in when he's not being like a superhero isn't he a
So there
journalist
are two of them.
yeah the timeline splits apparently
Timeline splits.
Yeah, there was
I think in one he owns a newspaper,
and when he works for
works for a newspaper.
which he owns secretly.
oh okay
He secretly owns that newspaper
Paper?
in which he is working.
hey man that's
So it's like-
I like that I like that equation I like that equation
Yeah.
it's like that show nahin, where the boss works like
Undercover
a
boss.
undercover boss who's also a superhero who has an undercover identity
I know, like,
Inception
yeah.
man
Totally.
And you know what that is actually way cooler than any other like I like the idea of multiple secret identities even his alter ego is a secret identity
Identity.
Like तू Superman, तू Batman. Like सब तेरा.
अरे but here's the thing man so कि इन लोग का the origin story and so there's like understanding कि okay they had obvious influences from Western heroes
Of course.
but after a while the characters have just become their own scene only I mean I'm glad you mentioned Super Commando Dhruv right now Super Commando Dhruv right is one of the most beloved characters right and the point was so even I was reading about like why these guys created Super Commando Dhruv so their meaning was hey man we are creating all these hyper violent characters we need one character who kids should feel like कि ऐसा होना चाहिए yeah they're like so they were it's so weird that even as creators right they were sensing okay you know all our characters have all these shades but we need one character that we want all the kids to aspire to so that you know they don't want to promote psychopathy and murder in a way right
Yeah.
it's an interesting thought of how they were like okay no so that's why Super Commando Dhruv has no superpower
Yeah.
he's the only hero in the
But wasn't there like a lab test series? I somehow remember like he was put under some sort of a lab test.
So his sister is a scientist.
Yeah, but
so
like-
he has, so he has like all these like gadgets and stuff that she keeps giving him and helping him out. Also, what's really funny is that she takes his case a lot. So that's one really interesting what do you call dynamic he has with his sister that his sister just takes his case and he many times gets like super frustrated and uska wo scene hai कि as a matter of fact she is considered one of the more funnier characters in the Raj comic universe. So sorry, I'm full digress gaya main.
But it is the Raj comic universe. Let us just accept
And-
it. Like we built the universe way before.
Way before whom?
Way before like the crossover thing became mainstream.
Correct.
Like
correct.
here, I think it was also a thing of necessity, saying that we have only so much of readership, we have only such a reach. Let's just meld them all together into one.
Correct. So one thing is there that Raj Comics always was a universe. They never really said that, but they were always. It was always. So the thing is, it was not ki oh okay abhi meld karte. There always was one world. You know.
And you know what's really fascinating for me with Dhruv is he was very so I mean if we were reading all of them it became very quickly apparent that this guy is very Batmanish like
Correct.
okay he's an orphan he's a whatever like a
Trapeze artist.
trapeze artist and he has all these gadgets and stuff and but unlike Batman who was always like a very dark character Dhruv was always a very positive a very like you know
Light.
sunny and aspirational character.
Correct.
So for me it was like okay like I found it really interesting कि अच्छा Batman का पूरा सब talents and gadgets है लेकिन personality इधर change हो गया है.
Correct.
So how does this character
also
play out?
the thing is
But it's like it's Nightwing's origin story. Of
In a way, yeah.
Like of the trapeze artist,
Yeah.
the parents being killed,
Correct.
Yeah.
a circus, whatever.
correct.
Yeah.
And then being sort of the sort of like actually like the canary in the coal mine for Batman to not go too dark.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then comes to becoming his own person.
So, but here's the thing. So, the thing about Super Commando Dhruv is, I know that is totally there, like these relationships to these guys. But here's the fun part. see, in a circus in India makes complete sense because we are still like a circus is not a distant thing to India. You're
It's a
getting
very believable
thing. It's not like a weird origin story. Like I have been to a circus just before the lockdown. I went to a circus. You know what I mean? Like I actually went to one. So it's like a real deal. So our relationship with the circus in India is very different.
Very different, yeah.
Also, the thing Super Commando has done is where he learned his talents, right? Is from things, you know, like he learned how to be a stunt motorcycle from that Maut Ka Kuan wala guy. And I thought, अरे यार ये बहुत cool है यार, ये तो सही है. Because it makes sense. I've seen a Maut Ka Kuan यार. हम लोगों ने देखा है.
We were visiting these places while we were reading
kids.
these comics.
Yeah, so for us it's a 1-to-1. It's not a fantasy, you know. Like of course Super Commando Dhruv ने इससे ये सीखा, strong man से body building सीखा, you know, from the circus strong man. So that's where the origin story becomes deeper because like wait, ये strong man हमने देखा है इन characters को. हमारे पास we are like a 1-to-1 relationship with these characters and these people at least. And the optimism of Super Commando Dhruv is essentially a balance for the entire Raj Comics universe.
Yeah, it's true.
Not just he's not like you said how Nightwing you said is for like canary in the coal mine to save Batman from going very dark. He's there to keep everyone else in check.
Yeah.
कि बाकी लोग ज़्यादा violent ना हो जाए.
I would have loved to be in the room where like this was discussed at Raj Comics where they go like यार बहुत dark हो गया बहुत dark. we need like a good boy. This thing.
I think
in fact like if you look at the Wikipedia page for Dhruv, it says that like they wanted to have like a beacon of goodness and all good behavior. He was a one-woman man and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then it ends with it is known that Dhruv is a non-vegetarian.
Oh, they had to mention.
They had to mention it.
कि
He's like, yeah, like
सब कुछ ठीक
he's
है.
not all
good. He has an edge.
Not like,
Muscles.
yeah.
He's like he has an edge to him.
Yeah.
Edge is that वो non-veg
Dear Middle India. Like,
non-veg खाता
this is the caution tale that you have.
हाँ non-veg खाता पहले बता रहा है. Wow, I can't believe that was the bias.
That's, yeah, like how weird is it to have that mentioned in your Wikipedia page? Like a fictional character's dietary preference.
No, like I mean, it tells you how much that means to people in India.
I know,
Yeah.
like
What
it's a
does that
weird,
person eat?
Yeah, but dude, you know what,
Like,
man?
the thing is not just what was written, it's also where it is written.
Where
Right?
it is,
It's in the good boy propaganda में वो end में ऐसा like
नहीं.
disclaimer.
Definitely, some edit for some editor it matters a
It
lot.
matters. Yeah, ऐसा hardcore.
He's been to McDonald's once.
But one character who I found really original in terms of relationship with American superheroes was Bakelal.
Okay.
I don't know if you.
I know Bakelal. Yeah, he's
so-
the funniest.
However, you could draw parallels with Tantri the Mantri and Tinkle.
Yeah.
But this guy's game was like at a next level because
Correct.
the number of trips he has made to heaven is like he's got like a free gate pass. Like heaven में जाता है अप्सरा उसके साथ you know full उसका चालू रहता है. And obviously he's always trying to kill the king so that he can become the king.
So Bakelal का origin story, I laughed out loud. It is by far the best it is the best anti-origin story I've heard in my life. ठीक है. So basically Bakelal's parents are chilling. Suddenly the gods themselves descend on his house, Shiv and Parvati, and they're like, hey man, can we get a glass of milk? And his parents are like, fuck, Bhagwan आया हमारे घर पे, we'll give them the best. And he tells Bakelal, get fucking the best milk, it's gods, okay? Bakelal, and he puts a frog in Shiv's milk, right? And as Shiv drinks it, a frog jumps out, and he is the only character who has pulled a prank on a god.
Yeah.
Right? And Shiv fucking flips. Shiv is like, "Tu kaisa bacha hai, bro?" Like he's mad. But obviously Parvati is there, so he can't like behead it or anything. So he says, "Now
We've tried that once before, did not work out.
did not work out for me." Exactly. So exactly. He's like, "I'll tell you what, man. जो भी whatever you want in life, right? उसका उल्टा होगा." That's his curse. So now he's an anti-character. He's a funny, but he's a total anti-character. He's not even like Tantri the Mantri is benign compared
totally.
to Bakelal, right?
No, I mean, giving full credit to Raj Comics, yes, they probably got inspired, but that
their
was
storytelling was there.
only to the extent of reaching out to an audience. Ki, see, this is our version of that.
But
the
or is it
storylines
the
were
other way
totally
around?
original.
Did Tantri the Mantri was a sanitized version of Vakilar? I don't know which came first.
Could not have been in the same realm because Tantri the Mantri sits squarely in like a
So it's-
mythology, fiction, whatever.
But it's a
That
part
type
of
thing, right? Like it's the
Actually, you know what? I'll just check that. Hey, can everybody just check? Okay, so now we know कि Bakilal came in 87 and Tantri Mantri in 84.
Four.
So you know what? I think Raj Comics just went like, hey man, ये कितना lame है. We'll show them how
Exactly.
it's done.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
But
it's-
it also would have been like कि we need a character of like we need satire but with like our twist on it and
Correct.
with the sort of pulp fiction take on
Tantri.
how this story
Yeah.
of like good
Yeah.
king versus
Yeah.
evil jester trope pans out. Because we had a couple of them in mythology also of like people
Correct.
trying to
Of the king.
of the king.
And then now with Bakilal, it just goes in a whole new direction. So you were saying ki what? It was one of the most popular Raj comics ever, right?
4 most widely sold comics in India.
Damn.
Totally believable, man. I mean, yeah, I can believe that.
I may have read like
I definitely contributed.
I may have read this thing. My like weirdest comic book I've ever read is that Fighter Toads from Raj Comics.
अरे dude.
I haven't read
Dude,
Oh man, like it
अरे
basically
यार,
like
मैं उनके नाम पे ही flip हो गया. So Fighter Toads is
So wait, is this like Teenage Mutant Ninja?
yes.
so
Fighter
like
Toads.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were supposed to be a parody.
Correct.
Right? Of some other superhero genre. Not like the grouping system of like 4 heroes coming together and forming a super team or whatever.
Yeah.
Correct.
And these 2 guys got together and said like we'll just pitch this weird idea for like it was the Sharknado of the animated world at back.
Correct.
back
Yeah.
then,
Yeah. कि, हाँ.
And like someone took that and went like
Even further.
to Ruk, like let me show you how this is done. And it was ridiculous. Like it was ridiculous in how. So they had their version of April O'Neil, who was a reporter who was whatever. And but like 3 of them were dumb. And when I say dumb, I mean like imagine like humanoid toads with the brains of toads.
Okay.
Like that kind of dumb. So
But they could speak.
they could speak because like what's the point of that?
हाँ.
So there's one like scene where they're holding her captive. Like this is the first meet cute
Correct.
of
हाँ.
the journalist with this thing. They holding her captive, and she convinces them कि मैं पैर से ही भागने वाली ना तो सिर्फ पैर बांधो मेरा. और वो ऐसा लाइक पैर बांध के भाग चले जाते हैं वो लोग निकल के तीनों. And the 4th one then comes back and said कि ये क्या पागलपन है. And they have this one dumb character who throughout like I think he had like now I feel like it was a catchphrase but in my head the only thing that guy kept saying is कि मेरे में खून से ज़्यादा शराब बहती है. Like imagine like whatever 11-12-year-old kid reading that comic book and going like अरे like
Drunk.
like it yeah.
And here's the thing. What I can never forget is the names of those 4 characters. It is Master, Shooter, Cutter, and Computer.
Yeah.
Those are the names
Guess
of
which
Fighter
one was the
Toads.
smarter?
I'm guessing Master.
Computer.
Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like they didn't like ऐसा like
नहीं direct करने का.
They're like हाँ.
So basically, I'm guessing Computer is smartest, and the other 3 are just muscle.
Just like हाँ bricks.
Bricks. Yeah, the thing is, I have vague recollection of Fighter Toads, but I remember seeing this and going like, अरे ये तो Teenage Mutant type vibes आ रहा मेरे को, and then after that you just forget. But this is
मेरा उल्टा हुआ. Like I discovered Ninja Turtles after I discovered Fighter Toads. Like ये तो देखा है मैंने.
wow.
ये लोग ने inspire किया है.
नहीं लेकिन so there are like lot of these parallels as you go down the Raj comic route.
Yeah.
And but the fun part is that although you can be like, yeah, okay, these are heavily inspired, but it's very hard to point them as a copy because they just because I feel a lot of the thing that's leveled at Raj Comics is they call it quote unquote like budget version of like Western comics or whatever. But I feel like that tag on this has been, I think it's just not true because it's just because
No,
the
but I think that tag is by someone who doesn't understand the context of of who was reading Raj Comics.
Correct.
Yeah.
Raj Comics wasn't being read in like a big ticket school somewhere by like students of of like native language speakers and stuff.
Correct.
Like it was being read, like I was in like an army school or like a Kendriya Vidyalaya somewhere. This thing. It wasn't like one of these highbrow
Correct.
places of learning and stuff like that. And then that was where like Raj Comics would thrive. Like those are the kind of friends I have. Like, and you kind of relate to that kind of storytelling. You kind of relate to that kind of like aesthetic and everything. And now you look back at these comics and you go like, damn, like they did stuff back then. I was looking at a cover of Dhruv that looks so similar and so like cleanly done as like any of the big ticket Marvel this thing. Like the muscle definition, the body, this thing, the movement, and all of that is like perfectly arted.
Very easy to just copy characters, just make your own version and just tell a normal thing. But they really had some
But that's the thing.
creative minds sitting there.
Yeah, it's a personal story. Like for me, like you said, अपना इंडियन बच्चा लोग पढ़ रहा है ना, and Indian बच्चा लोग are brutal. If they can't relate to it, they will not read.
Yeah.
So and that's why the stories are like अपना पुलिस इंस्पेक्टर है, पुलिस कमिश्नर है, वैन्स है, जीप्स है, खटारा ये है, and उसके बीच में so that feeling that you're in India is very much important.
Yeah, like even though it's like a fictional city, it's a fictional space and all that, but it was very like that versus say the 2000s.
The politicians look like our politicians. The cops look at our cops. The evil guys are like हमारा ही.
And if you look at like the Spider-Man that Marvel did, like the Indian version of Spider-Man that Marvel did, was I mean like well arted and all that, but just wouldn't fit because like you look at it and go like, ऐसा थोड़ी ना दिखता है Bombay. Like there is
Exactly.
like one like street in Bombay that way is Spider-Man worthy.
Correct.
नहीं तो building गिरेगा उसका लटक. Like how are you going to like? It's not based in real world, so don't try to make it. Versus like Raj Comics, like in the 80s built a city that I had seen.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, at any point you were like these are worlds and places and characters that we like at least हमको लगा ये हमारे दुनिया में heroes हैं.
Exactly.
No, so I remember this one of the Nagaraj comics where there is a like Makdi man something who's actually leaving spider webs across the city. So very like callback to Spider-Man leaving his and Nagaraj is like pulling all his snakes back into his body. So he's like very clean and he's like मेरे में civic sense है, civic duty है. Makdi man अपना जाला पूरा city में छोड़ा है.
Makdi man making a mess and
So
Nagaraj is like wow.
I think they were doing some of this intentional stuff.
Yeah, they threw those comments around a lot. But you know what, man? I like how playful this medium is. I like how when you look at Raj Comics overall, I feel that the sense of freedom that these artists had is intense, and I like how much fun everyone is having. It didn't seem to have a certain edginess or eliteness that normally seeps into this. Like Raj Comics just tend to have a lot of fun. Like they put fun first.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, now that we're going down this route, the Raj comic route, we have to come to like, I think the most, at least to me, the most iconic character was like Doga. Because here's the thing, till then, all heroes as a kid I had read were heroes. My introduction to what the fuck is an anti-hero was Doga. So I didn't read Deadpool or like any of those anti-heroes or any of that stuff. Like I didn't read, of course not, dude. India mein Punisher किसको मिलेगा हाथ में? Even if like you had that concept of a anti-hero, मैं flip हो गया. मैं दोस्त के घर के बोला अरे तू डोगा बड़ा है क्या? मैं डोगा कौन है? अरे हीरो है ब्रो, ऐसा फुल ऐसा वो कैसे मार डालता है. फिर हीरो कैसे? अरे तू पढ़ना यार है वो दिस नहीं. पता नहीं, he looks like a fucking villain. Like as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Kid like why am I
like a whole bunch, like an embarrassingly large number of books to realize that was a mask. Like I didn't think about it as a
the kid.
Pretty much. I think I also thought for a long time he had a dog head.
Dog head, right? It's just a.
Because they would also draw like these flaps on his mask, which actually made it look like skin on his.
So, it's a good mask.
Yeah.
So Doga mein pada, and then I was like, कौन है ये? Are you allowed है? You know what I mean? For the first time you asked the question, this is allowed? कर सकता है hero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nobody told me. You know that kind of feeling. You're like, wait, मुझे तो पता होना चाहिए था कि I mean, after all, हो सकता है. And here's the fun part. This is where Super Commander Dhruv comes in. So there's a tension between Super Commander Dhruv and Doga all the time.
All the time.
Because they're on opposite sides of the spectrum, which makes it even more fun.
And the way they sort of dealt with that is also pretty cool. It's like, so it's never, I mean, it is kind of a battle of the equals between the two of them. But at some point, Doga will give in to Dhruv's thing of like, we will not kill this one guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'll go back to my books and I'll do murder, death, kill. But like,
तेरे किताब में
तेरे सामने मैंने मारेगा उसको.
हाँ. You know what, man? I think this is where that Indian thing comes in, right? Like where when you're in a friend's house or you're with a friend, you'll be like, you know what? Here, I will respect your what boundaries you have set, right? And I think that's really unique about Raj Comics anywhere. Like I think that feeling was always there. Whenever somebody came as a guest in somebody else's book, the assumption was कि you are in my house and you are my guest, right? And that's how things work, which I thought was very, very, very fun. But so anyway, so Doga ka, what I didn't know this, right? But I can't get over. So Doga's backstory is that I mean, it's very tragic also. But then there's this 5 chachas, okay, called the Lion Club who bring him up. All I remember properly is that the main guys who taught him stuff have like names of herbs. One is Adrak Chacha, Dhania Chacha, then Kali Mirch Chacha, and one more. Shit, kaun hai? Haan. So, and I was like, what? And they're teaching like hardcore shit, okay? I think Kali Mirch teaches him martial arts. Somebody teaches him shooting. ऐसा पूरा backstory है, hardcore. But I just couldn't get. I just feel this is the playfulness of Raj Comics. You know what I mean? They were like, क्या नाम रखने का इनका?
Yeah. No, man. I mean, not just that. In Doga, like I don't think even then to say that Doga ki girlfriend is Lomdi. I mean, to say that Lomdi is like when you're telling a kid that, you know, this guy's girlfriend is Lomdi. Like, so you would like, okay, maybe one day I'll have a girlfriend like this. if I aspire to be a Doga, then I aspire to have a girlfriend like
also.
That. So
it's basically, if Doga can get a girlfriend, anybody can get a girlfriend.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, taking an animal like that, which I don't know, I mean, how much that kind of an animal was in our consciousness as a positive animal.
Yeah.
And making it positive, man. I mean, giving it their own spin.
Yeah, and Doga can also talk to dogs. That's his.
Yeah, he can talk to dogs.
He talk to dogs. And dude, and of course, the cover art of Doga Comics was something else.
True.
Like something else. I think you could buy Doga Comics just for their cover art. You know, like just in terms of it was just.
If he could have been the Punisher of India.
I think he is.
He is.
No, but like I'm saying, like merchandise wise.
Correct.
All of them.
Dude, I feel, you know what, man? I
mean, I was roaming around with a Nagraj pop socket for a long time.
I had one of those, like the Nagraj ka
point in question. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Like, इतना distance से भी तुम लोग देख सकता है कि we'll put a insert later. I'm just trying to avoid the shine. कि just the imagery, this thing was just so powerful.
Yeah.
You know, and just I don't know, man. There's something that inherently every kid saw Doga and went like, हाँ ये intense है.
Like imagine like Raj Comic is subculture और उसमें भी they're like नहीं यार. This is where you get hardcore.
Yeah.
Like this is. You know, like you can't even be caught with this stuff.
You know what, you are right.
But I'm always rooting for Team Nagraj. So I mean,
yeah, for sure.
So for me, that subculture was always with Nagraj because I mean, for me, comics is an escape from the reality of life,
correct,
right? And you can't like escape reality the way Nagraj does, like Ichchadari Nag on the cover, and then and then you know, like you go wild with it. You create snakes, you create like demons and whatnot.
Yeah.
Totally.
Actually, it is a proper because even Nagraj's enemies are a mix of reality and fantasy fiction.
Yeah,
not
totally.
So they're not like really like just any old. They can be demons. They can be scientists. They're demon scientists. You know what I mean? Like, you can just keep adding that.
he was an like equal opportunity villains.
Huh.
Everybody across the spectrum,
Across the
from
spectrum.
scientists to like politicians to like anybody you think who's bad is
Correct.
allowed to come.
I like the fact, but you're right. Yeah, I can't remember, but I remember a politician enemy. You're right.
Yeah.
Like that one plays out very differently. I can't remember now.
Yeah.
But I remember it playing out differently than the other ones, because other ones is defeated very differently than the politician.
And what I loved, what they did with Nagaraj, I mean, maybe in the last 10 years in their storylines, they actually took him international.
Okay.
So they actually have him fighting crime in Singapore, in Tokyo, in London.
Whoa.
So this is like Raj Comics going and like, you know, beating these guys at their own game. Ki, you know, we are going to fight criminals in your city.
Oh wow.
So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, that's interesting, man.
Yeah, like there is, it also evolves with like how the audience looks at stuff, right? Like we no longer look at "Ki this is my country, my city, or whatever. You have relatives and friends all over the place. So why can't your superheroes also go wherever they're
Absolutely.
going?
You know what, actually that does make sense. Like the 80s India versus today's India is also so different. You're right. Like we are even, you know what, man, it's an interesting way of looking at the spirit of a nation also. Like how it, like how Raj Comics started off, it's like very internal, smaller characters, run this thing, and as it expands and as we are traveling, as the country opens up and travels more, and so are the characters, and how the relationship with the world, their artwork has changed over time.
Yeah.
You know how they reflect a very different aesthetic today as they did
Yeah.
before. I mean, so it's like, you know, in a weird way, the feeling of the country.
No, yeah, it is a pulse of I mean, and it's both ways, right? It's also what people feel about life around them, and it's also like how you want them, like how the writer or whatever wants them to think about like what is good behavior versus what is bad behavior and that kind of stuff.
Correct.
So it's not like comics have always been that window into like aspiration versus reality.
Correct.
In this thing, and like even if you look at like how Captain America was written or how why Wonder Woman was written, when
Correct.
she was written, all of them have the same kind of like we need to tell them that this is how this is where we are and this is how behavior should be,
Correct.
and then you build stories around it and you build like the perfect human in some way.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's a mix of like escapism and idealism.
Yeah.
Like kind of like mixed together.
Correct. Yeah.
Hey, so for you, apart from say, so Nagraj, who are the other like characters you follow or you remember at least from your like childhood that made an impact?
I mean, there was Parmanu
Correct.
in Raj Comics. You're
Correct,
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah.
Right. So yeah, Parmanu is there. Yodha is there.
Yodha was another like that's like fantasy-ish, right?
Yeah.
Yodha is
Yeah. Like a mythol, from the myth.
correct.
He's one of the
So
characters from the
he's
myth.
from that era only, no?
Correct.
The timeline alag hai.
Timeline alag hai. And then there's this like a nationalist guy, like I'm forgetting his name, like he had the colors of the Indian flag.
Tiranga, bro.
Tiranga.
Name was only Tiranga.
Yeah,
Uska naam hi
Tiranga. Yeah.
Raj Comics doesn't fuck around like that.
Very literal.
Towards that fight, fighter towards.
Yeah.
उसका 3 रंग है, इंडिया वाला
Yeah.
तिरंगा, it's तिरंगा.
Correct.
उसका dude, he has the Ashoka Stamp का thing as a staff.
Yeah.
And a shield.
बस मेरा लाइफ में इतना पेट्रियटिज्म कभी नहीं आया जितना तिरंगा पढ़ के आया मतलब तो मेरे से कितना भी नेशनल एंथम गवा लो, वो कॉमिक पढ़ के मैं जितना पेट्रियोटिक फील करता हूँ ना, वो नेक्स्ट लेवल है.
Oh wow, damn. I have actually not read Tiranga. Tiranga comic was one I just didn't come across, man.
Yeah.
But I discovered it like while studying for this podcast. कि oh shit, ये पूरा एक character है. उसका भी काफी evolution हुआ है apparently as a character in terms of like how he. So earlier he had like the Captain America shield, and then the shield changes over time. Into like a whole into like a different shape, and then like if you know what, man, that's the thing. So you can very clearly see where they saw inspiration. Like I feel starting point could have been like you look back into like other heroes, but then at this point they're just something else altogether.
Yeah.
So Tiranga mein what is like like he's a full patriotic character.
Yeah, I mean he's always touting
he's
the
Tiranga,
country and you know defeating the country's enemies. So there was a lot of like I wouldn't say terrorism, but yeah, a lot of like enemy spies shit where you know this guy is like defeating them. So yeah. What I mean, I think you made a very interesting point about us now, nothing stopping us from buying all this stuff.
Correct.
Because obviously, the time when I used to buy it, we were always short of money. So then you had to pick and choose. So then you always like, I would always choose the next Nagraj because there was always like, so many I had not yet read.
Correct, exactly.
But yeah, now is the time when we can choose to actually diversify.
Because I was just thinking, wait, man, अभी तो मैं खरीद सकता है.
Read the whole
thing, because
portfolio.
Because you're right. I just realized that that's so strange, the things you get used to as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Like I was like, Raj comics तो कभी खरीद ही नहीं सकते.
Right.
And it's so weird. These childhood imprints just don't go away.
Yeah.
Like parents beat you into it.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
But also like you couldn't just buy it from a book stand.
Correct.
Like even then, you couldn't just find it at a book stand. You had to know a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy. Like it was always.
So when I could buy it was when I was on trains to like on summer vacations and parents are asleep in the bogie and I'm on the platform at the WH Wheeler, buying these comics.
Yeah, like that's how I remember. It's like ये Reader's Digest के पैसे ले गए, and like जो बचा पैसा उसमें you pick up like a Raj comics and come back kind of thing, and then you have to not hide it, but you also can't like
flaunt it.
Yeah, you can't flaunt it. Definitely not.
You can't.
I think we all developed a very like personal relationship with these comics.
Yeah. You know what? I think one thing that goes, the other thing that makes Raj comics special, I think, is the fact that it had a subversive nature to it. In the sense that this was something that was a relationship, your personal relationship. This was, I think as a kid, it's one of your first things that you do that is not related to what your parents are in line with.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like it's the first thing. This is independent.
It's
this is your
first
action.
act of defiance.
Yeah. Also, it's your act.
Yeah.
Like,
it's your act.
This is your.
It's your choice.
I am making these choices. I am choosing to follow these characters.
Yeah.
I like them. This is the first time it is not. It doesn't have these other influences. इसका story मुझे like even when you have the limited budget, सिर्फ ₹5 ₹10 है.
Yeah.
अभी मैं choose कर रहा हूँ मैं कौन सा hero के साथ I will spend this week.
Correct.
Yeah, and that's a big deal, man. That's a very big deal, man. So here's the thing. I was online. There is this entire community. So here's what they do. They have all the comics. They scan them, put it up on YouTube, and they read them out.
I was just thinking about this. Like stuff like Nagaraj and all that will lend to such good motion comics.
Yeah.
Because of the way that they've been arted.
But this is not even motion comic. This is just literally a random person. But out of this is something they're not 100% not making any money out of this. Just out of
for the
passion and love of the comic. बोलते हैं हेलो दोस्तों कैसे हो आज हम पढ़ रहे हैं ये वाला comic कैसी है and then that's it, they go for it. And you can see sometimes they've done it on their phone. And the point is, it's not about professionalism. It's not anything, man. It's about love.
Community,
Yes, community and love.
Yeah.
And it's so great to see. So there's one guy here, like 45,000 subscribers, okay? And he's doing. So initially he started doing all Raj comics, and then there is a sub community in which fans have made crossover comics where Raj Comic Universe has melded with the Marvel Universe.
Wow.
So they're like versus चल रहा है, Nagaraj versus this thing. There's Super Commando Dhruv versus Batman करके भी है. And I was like, okay, wow. Like instantly you're like, I want to मुझे पढ़ना है कुछ तो this seems tasty.
This should be a fun thing to read.
Exactly, right? And it's fun. I was so happy to see कि it is only now I realize how precious something like Raj Comics is because it is ours. It defines, like, imagine how rootless we would feel if we never had any of our own heroes. If all of our heroes were white.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, my point is, at least in India, we have some other heroes to look at who are not, jinka origin is here.
I mean, like, I don't know if, that's... They don't represent us in the way, like they represent us in the way that say Marvel and DC represent their cultures in whatever way possible, right? So that's not, I don't think that's the, for me what's really interesting about this is that this has survived like 40 years of whatever, almost, without it being like ripped apart and saying that okay we'll turn this into whatever, and without it being like bought under the scanner of no, but mythology ऐसा नहीं लिख सकते तुम, या ये गलत है या ये सही है ये, They were like, look, we want to write story, like, and there is a level of cheekiness to it. There is a level of like pulp, whatever to it. We got like artists that, and you, like, I was looking through some of the people who arted these books. They are impossibly talented, and I wish like we had the wherewithal to mainstream some of these things and then turn that into, and it would have been such a rich heritage of just storytelling formats.
But here's the thing, man. I
think that's what kept them alive.
We are a good. See, man, we are a good 40 years behind USA. So we are, when comics started in the US, it was exactly like Raj Comics. It has taken them almost 70-80 years to get where they are today. I feel we are still only midway.
Yeah, man.
In that process, right? So let's not, like, I know what you're talking about, but here's the thing: your collection of comics that you have here, like all these comics you see, are going to be worth so much soon. Soon in the sense, next 40 years.
But you know what? I'll happily trade them to see a live-action Nagaraj film as soon as possible.
Yeah, for sure. But
I mean, मेरे को मरने के पहले देखने का.
So here's the thing. Again, Raj Comics melds mythology and superhero fiction together. So a lot of the way they are dressed is like, okay, like for example, Nagaraj, now that you mention it, has the bit of that Krishna vibe also going for him. You know, that skin
Blue
color,
skin.
blue skin, and skin culture.
Also, he did like the Phantom thing, where he's like, I'm going to dress like Nagaraj only, I'll just wear a trench coat.
Yeah.
Which was the only place I thought that they broke character. Like, which person in India have you ever seen wear a trench coat? And for some reason, there's an entire generation of people damaged by wanting a trench coat.
That's the part you found, like, breaking character in Nagaraj.
Because for most of my life, I've been wanting to wear a trench coat. And I blame, like, I have two things to blame. One is Phantom. Phantom got onto planes and all that wearing, like his disguise was a trench coat.
Yeah.
And so
did he still wear his mask?
No. He sort of put it around his neck. And just went up. Or I don't know, I think he removed his mask or whatever. But like you would see the purple leotard from the
Correct.
And how is that a disguise for anything? I don't understand. Because same thing happened with Dhruv also.
Yeah.
So with like body paint and then you have the trench coat going on, which is like
So now actually, so basically Raj Comics is to blame for an entire generation of us wanting trench coats.
Because like there's no other superhero that wears, I mean Phantom and this guy, but like what other superhero wears a trench coat? And don't tell me you've never wanted a trench coat.
I want a trench coat.
I want a trench coat. Totally.
But I mean, I'm trying to wonder, but now that you mentioned, even I was wondering, why do I want a trench coat? Like if somebody gave me a trench coat, I'll be like, amazing.
It suddenly turned into like therapy for middle-aged men. So I'm like, why are your dark desires? What fuel is
Raj Comics.
Like Raj Comics.
Mid-age crisis.
Wow, Raj Comics is a middle-age crisis thing now. Wow.
Wearing a trench coat. Raj Comics is still.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Childhood nostalgia.
Yeah. Sacrosanct, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. You made it to the end of the podcast. That is awesome. Because yeah, that was a long ass podcast. But that's what we do at Padaku Panda. We aimed for those 15-20 second TikTok freaking weird ass people. We are here for you. So yeah, thank you. So now since you made it, and if you really like this content, which I hope you do because you're here, please hit subscribe, hit the bell icon. That is, I don't know, it's somewhere here. And
you can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and wherever you listen to your podcasts.
So yeah, so we also have like an audio version, which is great, but you know, this is where the real OGs are at. Yeah. So yeah, man, thank you, and I'm glad you're here. And if you still hang out here, I'm surprised.
Please subscribe. Okay.
And if you're already subscribed, share it with your friends. Be like, hey, look at this cool thing I found. And that makes me super cool because you don't know about it. Jo tujhe nahi pata. I don't have a follow-up for that.
Please stop. I am the one who's going to edit.